I mean, we spoke about the back four. Liverpool today, they maybe were the weakness, but the likes of Milner had Foden in his pocket. Really, the whole game he was brilliant. Milner at the back, so frustrating. Thinks that he can play better, definitely. So just. As Michael says, it's good for the Premier League, but not good from a Man City point of view.
Well, today we've had in the Premier League, perhaps not all the goals you might expect, so many subplot stories, VAR interventions, which we'll round up later in the show. Chelsea, 9 points out of 9 under Graham Potter in the Premier League, winning 2-0 at Aston Villa. Their 4-match unbeaten run is over. Arsenal, for the first time in their top-flight history, have won their first 9 of 10 games. Leeds beaten for the first time at home this season. No goals between Manchester United and Newcastle. Newcastle's first point at Old Trafford in 7 years. A point apiece between Southampton and West Ham at St Mary's. And Mo Salah's goal giving Liverpool all 3 points against the champions, Manchester City. So that nudges Liverpool into the top half, the top 8 in fact, looking at 13 points from their 9 played. As I say, they are now 10 behind Manchester City, who are 4 behind the leaders Arsenal. Chelsea have a 3-point gap now in that final Champions League place. Manchester United 5th, Newcastle 6th. At the bottom, Southampton needed to win to get out of the relegation zone. Their point nudges them up to 8, 1 behind Wolves, who stay level on points with Villa and Leeds, who were both beaten today.
What sort of result is that, and what did it take to get it?
It takes a lot. Good to get 3 points. I think it was always going to be very intense. That's what's always been happening over the last years, and it was nothing different today. Obviously, first half I think we played quite well, didn't give much away. I don't think we created too much either, but second half we had to defend a bit more, and we had a chance on the break to even score more. But we won, and that's the most important thing.
Be honest, how intense was it? It looked like blood and thunder out there.
It is. For both sides. It's a lot of running, a lot of communication, and it was who wants it more. And obviously, I think today we showed a lot of fight.
Do you go along with that, Mo? Was a lot of your performance today about guts and about character, especially the situation you're in against a side that good?
Well, this side is always hard for us also to play home or away because they always dominate the game. They try to keep the ball as long as they can, but I think the most important thing for us, and we have to take from there just 3 points, and we need to carry on because our position in the league is not the best. So it's just one game, and just need to carry on.
You say it's just one game, isn't it more than that though? To be the first team to beat Manchester City this season, a big 3 points against them. Surely it's more than that.
Hopefully give us more confidence, so we just start winning games because it's like the last few weeks, as you saw, we were not in our best. So we started already from last game, and this game as well we won. So we just need to carry on.
You got the goal. We started to think it wasn't going to come because you had a couple of chances just before. Made a great save, the keeper, but then you did it.
Well, I'm not worried when there's a chances, to be fair. Like, if I miss, it's fine. I'm just like, in my mind, like, it's going to come again. I start to worry more when there's no chances for me, but today we created chances. You can see when I missed the first one, I was like calm because I knew that the second one is going to come. So, yeah, I managed to score the second one and we won the game.
Clear up one thing. Was it an error? Because you thought you were going off, and then did you say to Jurgen Klopp, I'm not going off, or did he say, oh, no, you're not supposed to be going off, that's a mistake?
I don't know, it's just in my head, it was too many things in that time. I'm just trying to stay focused and just like, okay, just try to put it in the net because the first one I missed, but yeah, I was lucky.
Virgil, Mo did the business at the other end, but how much did you literally, as a team, have to defend for your lives today?
That's what you have to do every game, and I think obviously today if you drop off a slight percentage, then obviously they will punish you, and I think we did very well, and it was important to get the clean sheet and move on. So we'll focus now on West Ham.
Big credit to you as well. You sensed the danger. Erling Haaland stooping to put the ball in the back of that. You just managed to get back and head it over.
Yeah, that's what defenders have to do apparently. So I tried it and I was there, and good that I was there. So yeah, carry on.
Do you feel you grew into the game? There were moments, the little moments to start off with. You had one, Harvey had one as well in the first half that gave you the confidence. Also, how big a factor was the crowd today?
It is. Always like that, and obviously when certain moments happen in the game, it put fuel to the fire a little bit, and in a positive way for us. And you know, I think it started with with the hard work we put on the pitch, and that's the minimum what's expected here at this beautiful football club, and we showed that, and that's the energy what we had back today was definitely needed in order to push us forward and keep a hold of the 1-0 advantage, and they played a big part, and that's what we need for the rest of the season, especially when we had a difficult start of the season.
When the manager was asked last week, he said we're out of the title race. That doesn't necessarily put you right back in it, but is that a major step towards it?
No, we're still far away from that. We just need to focus in each game and just take one game in time. We don't have to think about the title at the moment. Of course, we always. Personal, I love to play always for the title. It's in my head. We're gonna fight for it, but just like we need to focus more and take one game at a time. We don't have to feel more pressure that there is a still gap between us and the first and the second as well. So, of course, we're going to play for the title. As the players, you can see the team, unbelievable, the club. Everybody here should be in a better position than where we are now. The players are excited to win again, and I think that gives us a good push for the next games.
Fabulous.